So the last portion that I'm going to get into is the blame game. And this is referring to how the finger is sometimes pointed at the victim when it comes to sexual assault, and not necessarily at the person who actually did the assaulting. If a case is to go to trial or goes public, the questions that usually float around is, what was she wearing? How was she conducting herself? Was she flirting? Basically, given the idea that she asked for this. This is what she was behaving as. I mean, if she didn't want it, then she wouldn't act this way. Gives the idea that ladies act a certain way, and quote unquote sluts act a certain way, therefore they should be treated differently, which is wrong. All women should be treated fair and with respect, regardless on their personal background. Uh, so when it does that, it just breaks down women, breaks down their character, as if they're putting themselves out there to be physically, emotionally harmed. Um, this, in fact, also connects to the distorted images of women, and referring to the fact that women like to be chased. They like men to keep pushing and keep pushing for them to say yes, when in fact, as I referred to before, no means no. And then how history has had an effect on how society sees women today. In the beginning of history, women didn't even have their own rights to their bodies. They weren't seen as human. They weren't seen as women. They were seen as someone's property. So rape was not something that men did to hurt women, but it was done to hurt the person who quote unquote owns this woman. And now that women are no longer seen as just property, the rights that they have to their own bodies are deserved. They deserve to be able to say no, and they deserve to be able to dress how they want to dress and not be at fear of who's gonna touch on me if I'm dressed like this, who's gonna say vulgar statements to me if I'm dressed like this. Women are beginning to want to take back their body. We have events like the Slut Walk where people come dressed how they want, as little or as much clothes as they want, put their high heel shoes on, and walk as a way of saying, I'm a woman who owns my own body, and if I want to dress how I feel to dress, that does not give you the right to disrespect me. Over time, women have really struggled with this and with regaining their rights to their own body. And it does cause more fear within environments where women don't have control.